Hi everybody! I'm going to show you how to use the batch check feature of DigitalCAT to spell check your transcripts. I'm going to show you the long way first by going to Tools, Spell Checker, and Batch Check. We're going to bring up this window over here. First it's going to show you any of the untranslates that it sees, double words that it sees, and spacing errors that it finds, and then it's going to have a whole list of all the different words that it doesn't think are spelled correctly that it wants you to look at. Over here in this column, it's going to show you how many of the particular misspelling that it found, and this column is going to show you which instance of that word that it finds. So going back up to the top to the first untranslate, you're going to work with batch check by, if you want to change it, which obviously we want to change this, hit suggest. Here it's going to show you the current spelling. Here it's going to give you a bunch of different suggestions as to what you might want to change it to. And down here is the replacement spelling box. So whatever is in that box, that's what it's going to replace it with if you ask it to replace it. Here you can replace it. I want to change this to the word written. And then I'll just click on replace. And since it bounces to the next instance of a mistake, you're not going to see that it did change that, but you can take my word for it. It is now changed. So double words are next. In this sentence, that is actually fine. So we're going to go to the next one, because you can see there are two. And it's going to bring me to it, which I don't like. So I'll hit suggest. And it's going to give us some suggestions like, do I want just one word, or do I want a comma in between those two, or a dash? So replacement spelling, just one word, that's what I want. I'll hit replace. Okay, so next is spacing errors. I'll do suggest, and each pound sign represents a space, so it's telling me here that I have two spaces and asking me, do I just want one space? Yes, I do, so I'll hit replace. Alright, so after all that, we're going to get to the words, and I've just clicked in that box, and I'll use my arrow keys to scan down until I find something that I don't like. Candy is obviously not spelled that way, and you can see that there are 19 instances of that misspelling, and I want to change that. So I like to use some more shortcuts, and this is how I usually work with this, is I use my Alt key, and you can see that brings up these little underlines underneath these words. So hitting Alt in combination with this key is going to bring up the function that we want. So hitting Alt S is going to do suggest. It's going to suggest all of these other spellings that I might want. Another shortcut is DigitalCAT. You can just hit the number key. Like for instance, if I want to change the word to dandy, I'll just hit the number 4, or Randy, number 6, but I just want it to be candy, number 1, and you can see down in the replacement spelling box it's changed it to that. And here's what's going to save you a lot of time. Replace all. Replace just does one, but replace all will replace all of the instances of that misspelling to the correct spelling that you want. And I will hit Alt P, because P is underlined there. And it just replaced all 19 of those instances and just saved you a lot of time. Once you get through scanning through all these other words, you can close this by either hitting escape or Xing out. And I usually do another batch check real quick, and I have a quick key for that, which is Shift P. And I usually do another scan through just to make sure that whatever corrections I made didn't change the transcript in a way that needs to be corrected again. And this looks good, and I'm all done with batch check, and I'm also all done with spell check in the transcript. And I hope this information saves you all a lot of time. I hope you liked it, and have a great day.